So we're on the overhang of the roof, and as you can see, I got my first 2 legs in, and you can see my gasket. And yeah, I use an impact wrench because like that is hardy plank and I'm going to need it. Those 4 legs are going to go in the outside holes. But as you can see, we're on the overhang, and if you look under, I went into that board right there, so there's nothing showing on the underside because those 2 big legs are all meat, and that's how you want. The next 4 on the outside will straddle that, so you will see them on the outside. And now take the 1/2 inch socket out and put the 7/16 because I'm done with 1/2 inch, and then I level my mast to make sure they're perfectly level, because that's the most important thing. So now I just slap the dish up here and I tighten these to where they're hand tight, so I don't have a lot of play. Don't want it doing that too much. And then I'll start far left, and this is why I have this 3rd line, even if I'm not doing a Hopper Super Joey, which I do need this for that install. I'll run 2 wires with dual so that I have my ground up here that goes on here, and I will have a line just like this and tuck it up behind here for repointing the dish if something ever happens. So I turn my meter on and I'm on 1000.2. I'm on Western Arc 1000.2, and I'll go from left to right. And it's starting to rain, so he might hit some. Let me turn the light on. I don't know if that'll help. But you can see I'm gonna run into a satellite here any minute. There's one. So the first hit you get will actually be the wrong satellite. And if we hit the ID button on the Super Buddy, then it will test it, and it'll come back and it'll say ID failed, which means we're on the wrong satellite, and you can scan and see what you got. And what you'll have is the 110. So we go just a little bit more, and then here we go. So I get it max peak, and if I ID that one, I got the 119. And then if I toggle to the 110, I got the 110, and we're not adjusting elevation, but if I pull back on the top of the dish, just like that, I can see that I'm a little low, and I get the 110 more, and then the 129 is 53, which is excellent. So if I go back to the 119, we want to max out on left to right. So if I just flex it, I'm getting that, and when you tighten it, you got to come back to the left a little bit. So I'll max out and go to the left just a hair and try to accomplish that, because I'm going to tighten these 2 bolts and then that top one, and that sucks it up a little bit and to the right. My guesses were accurate. Here's the 129. Here's the 119. The 110, they're all in the 50s. I can go to the left and I get a little bit more. To the right it goes down a little bit. Up I'm always going to get a little bit. When I go up though, I'm going to lose 129. See, I'm at 53 and I go up and it goes down. So I'm right on the sweet spot there. So my skew here, just under 90, 87 or so is what this dish is put at. And I'm at about 37, 38 degree elevation. And these are hard to see, but there you go. Zoom all the way in on that. And my dish is peaked, so I'm going to finish locking it down, take that wire off, and then go to running the wire. So the neighbor's got some dogs now, but here's where I'm at. Run a little loop, so if you have to take the L&B off and replace it, you got the slack. And run a couple zip ties. I like to keep things tight. Then I ground that messenger wire there. Then I'll go around the gutter and up and tack it up to underneath there. And I always zip tie off to a gutter nail. Gutter nail, by the way, is a good example of where there's a beam that you can lag to. So if you use that line, I'm going to lag right there and there. And that's a good indication of where to mount your dish.